News, our top stories. TIC 2024 ends, ushers in new digital era. TBF meet strategizes on human rights protection. Good evening, I am Faida Ngaga. You can also follow us live via our YouTube channel, TBC Online. Also, get all the latest news through our Instagram, Facebook, and X pages at TBC Online. Prime Minister Kassim Majaliwa urges every eligible Tanzanian to have a national identification number so as to ease the process to enter into Jamii card system, which is expected to enhance the country's digital economy, especially in transactions. Here are more details.
Prime Minister Kassim Majaliwa visits various exhibition booths on the climax of the 8th Tanzania Annual ICT Conference 2024. Eyewitnessing various advanced innovations on the area of artificial intelligence and robotics.
The current Prime Minister of Tanzania is Kassim Majaliwa. He has been in office since November 2015.
Then he approaches a special vehicle that is designed to spread knowledge on digital innovations to children in various areas, especially in rural areas. Several programs are coming to teach us how to use computers, and there are others who do not have the ability to use them. For example, turning the computer on or off and accessing the internet. Jamii card is a special card designed to enable various public services to be accessed digitally, urging Tanzanians to have a national identification number so as to ease the process to enter into Jamii card system.
Kwa wananchi ambao hawajapata namba za NIDA, mwende mkajiandikishe sasa.
For citizens who have not yet registered for a national identification number, please go and register. This number is very important, especially in this era as we begin to use digital systems that link with NIDA. I recognize that you have heard, learned a lot, and discussed it through your forum. We as a government are waiting for your recommendation.
On the other hand, the Minister of Information, Communication and Information Technology highlights success stories of the ministry in IT sector, including the plans to launch satellites using local technology.
The
ministry has started preparation for the satellite deployment, where a 5-year strategic program for space program is being developed. Preparation for the formulation of policies, strategies, and international agreement are going.
The organizers of the conference say that everything is being done with the aim of increasing the contribution of the IT sector to the national income.
Yesterday, we signed an agreement with an Italian institution that will lead us to create a system called a large language model for Swahili. It is a Swahili system that will enable robots to speak Swahili. This will help Swahili to grow in artificial intelligence.
IT users in the country have increased by 34.8% over a period of 3 years from more than 29.1 million users in 2021 to reach 39.3 million users in June 2024.
Commissioner of Operations and Training of the Tanzania Police Force, Awadhi Haji, has directed the regional police commanders to ensure that police officers who are under their jurisdictions protect human rights in all election processes. It's a report by Harry Mabumo, read to you by Teddy Mparanyanga.
Regional police commanders from all regions of Tanzania mainland and Zanzibar are meeting to strategize on how to protect human rights and ensure peace and stability during and after the upcoming local government elections and the general election. Opening the training on behalf of the Inspector General of Police, IGP, Commissioner Awadhi Haji, emphasizes the role that the police force plays in protecting the rights of every citizen in accordance with the Constitution, international laws and international human rights treaties.
Ni muhimu kabisa kwa jeshi la polisi Tanzania.
I want to assure all Tanzanians that this army is here to ensure the safety of everyone.
But for anyone who breaks the law, the police force will take action according to the established laws.
The executive director of the Tanzania Human Rights Defenders Coalition, Onesmo Olengurumwa, urges the police force to understand their limits to restore people's confidence in them.
If the conditions are right, the police force will ensure fairness during the elections, will uphold justice during the elections, and we firmly believe that peace will prevail at all times.
Advisor on the human rights issues from the United Nations, Hilda Oyera, says the training for the police force will foster democracy, especially during this time of election process.
Committed to supporting efforts on strengthening human rights promotion and protection.
Tanzanians expect to vote for local government election representatives in November 27 this year, and the general election expected to be held next year.
Producers, importers and distributors of paint have been urged to adhere to the standards of lead in paint set by the World Health Organization in order to save people's lives from cancer and mental problems caused by lead. Emmanuel Summer reports.
The call has made by the Executive Secretary of the Agenda Organization for Environment and Responsible Development, Dora Swai, during a multi-stakeholders workshop on lead paint elimination in Tanzania.
Manufacturers and any other dealers in this paint industry need to abide to the standard which has been set by the government, that is by the Tanzania Bureau of Standard, and also they need to enhance awareness of customers and even other public on the quality of their products.
No industry, no government, no research, no health, no environment, no NGO. We need to come together, have collaboration to promote control measures, including enforcement of relevant instruments, referring to Tanzania's national standard of 90 parts per million.
According to the Tanzania Bureau of Standards, TBS, paints manufactured in the country and those imported must not exceed 90 units per kilogram of lead.
As the regulators, now we have the paint standards, and those standards we set all the stakeholders. They set the minimum limits for lead contents in all paints that is not more than 90 ppm. So we are here in just to have the awareness to ensure that people within the United Republic Tanzania are aware of this lead and the effects of lead, mainly to all level, including children to all stage.
Johanna Goshash is in charge of the National Poison Control Center at the Chief Government Chemist Laboratory Agency, explains the efforts made by the government in providing education to producers and distributors of paint to reduce harm to the people.
Our government also put in place the industrial and the Consumer Chemical Management Control Act, which is read by the GCLA, which is the government chemist. Through that act, all chemicals manufactured or imported into our country.
The WHO has identified lead as one of the 10 chemicals of major public health concern, calling for action by member states to protect the health of workers, children and women. Reporting from Dar es Salaam, Emmanuel Samuel, TBC News.
The government of Japan, through its International Development Agency, JICA, has extended 4.07 billion yen, equivalent to 68.5 billion shillings, in financial support to the government of Tanzania in order to support the implementation of the construction of the Inner Ring Road in Dodoma City. The Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Finance, Dr. Nato Mwamba, says the move will improve the transport sector, enhance the economic activities.
Mradi huu utahusisha utanuzi wa barabara.
This project will involve the expansion of the road from 2 lanes to 4 lanes, starting from the Bahi roundabout to Image, and the construction of a 4-lane road from the Image roundabout to the Makuru roundabout.
On the other hand, the ambassador of Japan to Tanzania, Yasushi Misawa, says the construction of the inner ring road will help reduce traffic jam in the Dodoma city and speed up economic activities.
Central Corridor, which is becoming increasingly important as a major route for the rapidly growing economy in the East African region, and the transportation activities are expected to increase.
The
city of Dodoma is undergoing various urban development projects, including SGR, with its Dodoma station, and the development of the government city. This has further increased the need for this inner ring road.
Now from Dodoma, let's head over to the Kilimanjaro region, whereby the Uhuru Torch is on its second day towards the top of Mount Kilimanjaro. And now it has reached Horombo Station, 3,720 meters above sea level. Here are more details.
It is the 60th anniversary of Uhuru Torch race and the 25th anniversary of the death of the father of the nation, Mwalimu Julius Kambarage Nyerere. The Uhuru Torch and alongside the national flag are heading towards the peak of Mount Kilimanjaro. The Special Force faces a long and an all-weather route as the Uhuru reaches towards the peak of the highest mountain in Africa. The leader of the team, Lieutenant Colonel Khalid Hamis Khalid, says the work is in safe hands.
My team is still energetic, as you can see. We are still motivated as we promise to take the torch of freedom together with the flag of the United Republic of Tanzania to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro, fulfilling what our President Samia Suluhu Hassan ordered to be done.
The leader of the 2024 National Uhuru Torch race, Godfrey Mzava, the tourism company that leads the team and the tourists are proud of the Uhuru Torch.
It is one of the great efforts made by Dr. Samia Suluhu to protect the environment and all tourism issues. We are very happy and we are very proud to be appointed and given these responsibilities, uniting with the officials to deliver the torch of the freedom and the flag to the top of Mountain Kilimanjaro, and so far the situation is going very well.
Actually, it's my first time here in Africa, and I really enjoy it. And we're heading to the top of Kilimanjaro, and I think it's very good organized here. Yeah, we really appreciate.
The Minister of Livestock and Fisheries, Abdallah Ulega, says the government acknowledges the work done by the International Livestock Research Institute, ILR, in collaboration with the Tanzania Livestock Research Institute in improving policies through the Tanzanian Livestock Master Plan and hence stimulate livestock sector activities. He made the acknowledgement during the 50th anniversary of the ILR Institute, insisting that his ministry is proud of the work done by the institute.
ILRI is also playing a big role in supporting poultry sector development in the country. The direct and indirect projects in poultry farming through provision of capacity building and empowering women and youth in entrepreneurship for better nutritional and increased income. I was informed that through Women Business Project and Shujaa campaign initiatives that were led by ILRI and partners, private sector partners and farmers gained access to improved chicken.
On the other hand, the International Livestock Research Institute Deputy Director General of Research and Innovation, Fabian Koch, thanks the government for its commitment to develop the livestock sector, while the Alliance for a Green Revolution in Africa board chair and former Prime Minister of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, Haile Mariam Desalegn, gives his thoughts on the 50th anniversary of the International Institute.
Livestock and fisheries
Tanzania Livestock and Research Institute, and private sectors like AKM leaders have been fundamental in our shared vision of sustainable livestock development. I want to express our sincere gratitude to every partner in this room and beyond who has walked this journey with us over the past 50 years. We could not have done it alone. But I especially appreciate the government of Tanzania, especially the Honorable Minister Abdallah Lugela, for your continued partnership and unwavering support and the beginning relationship that you and I developed over dinner just now. Without your partnership, the progress we have made would not have been possible. Thank you for your continued support and leadership and friendship to Owen.
This work has created more inclusive and sustainable food systems, improving the lives of both rural and urban population, from smallholder farmers to pastoral communities. Early's research and innovation have been a lifeline, ensuring that livestock play a pivotal role in food security and economic development. Not only farmers have benefited, but also businesses also process and trade in animal products.
Now from Dar, let's fly to Dodoma, whereby women and children have been termed to be the most vulnerable group and face disproportionate impacts of climate change as they make up the majority of the world's poor, who are highly dependent on local natural resources for their livelihood. The remarks have been made by climate stakeholders meeting in Dodoma during the 8th National Climate Change Symposium, which aims at exploring avenues for private sector investment opportunities to support domestic resources mobilization.
Tanzania has been experiencing many weather extremes frequently, and some of them have come with greater intensity. According to the Tanzania Meteorological Authority, we have observed a significant increase in temperatures, along with rising issues of drought and unpredictable weather changes, especially concerning rainfall.
So for action aid involving in a climate change symposium, we know that we have a staking of uniting our efforts with other stakeholders, because one of our approach is to work with in partnership with like-minded agents to address issues that are affecting the community. We know that renewable energy is a sustainable energy, because as now much of our effort are targeting to promote fossil fuel.
Women are more affected by climate change because women are dependent on natural resources like land and water. Can resist to climate change by adapting like cook energy, which is friendly for them in order to conserve the environment.
In Tanzania, there have been a drive for the private sector to invest more in the clean cooking energy sector to enable every citizen to easily access clean cooking energy. In other news, registering eligible Tanzanians in the voter list for the upcoming local government elections continues across all regions of the country. And today, on your Leaders segment, university scholars emphasize the citizens to come out and participate in the process for the nation's development and to exercise their constitutional rights.
On 27th November this year, Tanzania is expected to host local government election for the year 2024. Some of the scholars here at University of Dar es Salaam, they have decided to share with me some insights concerning the registration process which are taken into consideration before the upcoming local government elections for the year 2024.
The private sectors through TVs and radio stations, social medias, both. They are playing a very big role in making sure that everybody is aware. And this is possible due to the fact that the citizens themselves, they're supposed to be part and parcel of their leaders. So they are participating. And you can see it through different registration points. The people are there to register themselves. Even me, myself, I've registered myself yet.
Being registered gives an opportunity for one to elect their leader. And otherwise, one will be not able to elect their leader. So this legislation provides a chance for people to vote and elected their leader.
We are looking forward to host local government election for the year 2024, especially in our country here in Tanzania. Basically, what are the advantage of Tanzanian to be registered for local government election?
Basically, for me, I think the advantage of someone to be registered for the local government election is that a person get a chance to be part of the election so that they can choose a better leader. So if the person doesn't register for the local government election, means that they cannot get a chance to vote.
So basically, do you think public in general, are they aware with this registration process which are taken into consideration before local government election?
The awareness is still low. So for us youth, we must raise awareness on Tanzanians to register themselves to get a chance to for the local government election so that they can choose their leaders for their society and for the nation in general.
A few days remains before the closing remarks concerning registration of local government election here in Tanzania. And basically, some of the percentage has been analyzed concerning the statistics of those people who have been registered before the upcoming local government election, which is expected to be hosted on 27th November here in Tanzania. I'm Peter Mganga, TBC News, Dar es Salaam.
Now, before we wind up local news, let's have a look at today's exchange rates according to the Bank of Tanzania, BOT. Do not miss TBC News every weekday to know all the latest in exchange rates. Time now for all the latest in international news. And here is international news as compiled and read to you by Lulua Muhammad.
International news starts in Africa. A mass funeral has taken place for more than 150 people who died when a fuel tanker exploded in northern Nigeria. The truck overturned in the road in Jigawa State as hundreds of people gathered to collect fuel that has spilled into the road. The tanker exploded, killed 153 people. More than 100 others were injured and admitted to local hospital. Officials say the death toll may rise because many of those admitted are in critical condition. From Africa to Indonesia. Indonesia authorities are distributing hundreds of thousands of mosquito eggs around the country. The eggs had been infected with special bacteria which help stop the spread of dengue fever. In Western Jakarta, these women are safeguarding thousands of mosquito eggs. Each one now has official title of mosquito foster parent, a job they volunteer to do to protect people from dengue fever. They say at first it was not easy to find people who want to be responsible for them because their knowledge about mosquitoes was limited. The mosquitoes bucket will be kept on the front porches. From East Asia to the U.S., U.S. court has sentenced Mexico's former security chief, Genaro Garcia Luna, to 38 years in prison. He was convicted of helping Sinaloa drug cartel in exchange of millions of dollars. He is suspected for the wrongdoing 12 years ago. To the Middle East, Israel radio has announced the death of Hamas' new leader, Yahya Sinwar, in a special operation by the army in Gaza. Israel accuses Sinwar of mastermind Hamas' October 7 offensive on the northern Israel. He spent much of his time in prison. He was born in Khan Yunis refugee camp in 1962. He was detained in Israel prison from 1988 to 2011. Israel described Sinawar as ruthless and powerful. From the Middle East to New York, the United Nations Security Council has held an emergency meeting for the situation in northern Gaza. The U.S. ambassador called on Israel to uphold its humanitarian responsibilities, warning against any policy of starvation. The council was told Israel continues to impinge humanitarian workers who are trying to help people in need. No added guardian work in Gaza for nearly 2 weeks. And lastly, to the Red Sea. U.S. warplane has carried out airstrike on Houthi-controlled areas in Yemen. Local media report the capital Sana'a was hit in northeast city of Sa'ada. U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin said Beetle Strait bombers strike 5 underground weapons storage facilities. There is no report of death or injuries. The Houthis have been attacking ships in Red Sea as a response to Israel war in Gaza.
That was international news as read to you by Nyambona Masamba. Sports news up next. And now in sports, Simba Sports Club Information and Communication Manager Ahmed Ali says they are well prepared to end Young Africans' domination as his team gears up for the Tanzania Premier League clash to be played at Benjamin Mkapa Stadium on Saturday, 19th of October. Manager Ali insists his team is committed to win the derby as this time the club has a more competitive squad.
A club like Simba, it's not good enough to lose 3 games against one opponent. So this time around, we have managed our team to make sure that we are going to win against our opponent. We have prepared our team very well. We have prepared our squad very well. We have planned very, very, very fantastic to make sure that we are going to win on October 19th.
Young Africans have beaten their arch-rivals Simba Sports Club 3 times consecutively, including 5 goals to 1. In other sports news, the upcoming boxer Ayubu Mwankina from Morogoro says he is well prepared to crush out his opponent Habibu Pengo in the boxing bout called Standard Gauge Railway Fever Fight, which will take place in Morogoro October 25th. Mwankina believes that he's young and energetic compared to his opponent and will use that advantage to beat him and become victorious.
I want to tell him that I'm well prepared for the fight. He's so good and I'm going to end his career in the boxing. This is a young generation of boxing.
Before Ayubu Mwankina and Habibu Pengo take center stage in the ring, there will be other fights planned to promote the new Standard Gauge Railway service. That was sports news. And now before we wind up the news bulletin, let's have a look at the weather forecast for the next 24 hours.
Hello, this is 24 hours weather forecast from Tanzania Meteorological Authority. Starting from tonight, 9 p.m. The state of the lake is expected to be slight, while the state of the sea is expected to be moderate. And we expect chance of rainfall over most parts of the country. And now let us see of the weather details, and this is what we expect for tonight. For Lake Victoria Basin, we expect partly cloud condition, thunder showers over a few areas. And the remaining part of the country is expected to be dry. And now let us see of what we expect for tomorrow. For Lake Victoria Basin and western part of the country, we expect partly cloud condition, thunder showers over a few areas, and sun periods. For southwestern highlands, together at southern region, we expect partly cloud condition, rain showers over a few areas, and sun periods. For central part of the country, northeastern highland, together with the entire coast, we expect partly cloud condition, light rain showers over a few areas, and sun periods. And now let us take a look of the next 4 days weather forecast. For Dar es Salaam, we expect partly cloud condition and sun periods. For Dodoma, we expect partly cloud condition and sun periods together with rain showers. For Mbeya region, we expect partly cloud condition and sun periods together with rain showers. For Mwanza, we expect particular condition, thunder showers over a few areas. For Kilimanjaro, we expect particular condition and rain showers over a few areas. For Morogoro, we expect particular condition and sun periods. For Arusha, we expect particular condition and rain showers over a few areas. And that's all for today. Make sure to catch up again tomorrow. From Tanzania Meteorological Authority, my name is Mariam Faris. Bye-bye.
It's the end of the news bulletin for tonight. Don't miss our next bulletin in Kiswahili at 11 p.m. I am Faida Gaga. Good night.